Okay, everybody, time for us to get started. It's 8 o'clock, so welcome to tonight's call. As ever, Monday night's call is always a gem because on Monday night we get to share the experience and benefit from uh, the accumulated experience of almost 5 years now with IM Academy, but almost 20 years in network marketing from someone who has made millions upon millions in this industry. As well as being a prolific networker, he's also become a very, very accomplished trader. Monday night, he always shares gems with us. So rather than me go on any more than that, I'm going to pass you right across to him. His name is Brandon Boyd. He's from Utah in the USA. Brandon, can you hear me?
I can, loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Certainly can. Brandon,
Awesome.
over to you.
Guys, I hope you had a great weekend. I'm super excited for the training. We've been doing a number of webinars this morning. Just got off a Poland webinar where we had Dr. Joshua Lee going over the strategies that we teach and using some of our different services. And so it's English translated into Polish. And I'm excited to be on with you guys today. There's so many good things going on in the company, so much growth. And I'll tell you why there's a lot of growth. It's because of the value that we provide. In 21 years that I've been in the industry, never have I seen any company provide the value, both on the affiliate side, the service side, as I have IM Mastery Academy. It's because of the vision that Chris Terry, the CEO of our company, has. And so what I want to talk to you guys today about, and I haven't done this yet today, is the affiliate side. And I realize that some of you watching this, not everyone builds the business, but I want you to keep an open mind. Number one, I want to ask you guys a question. How many of you feel like that you deal with a lot of skeptical people where you're at? If so, put a 111 inside the chat. If you feel like you're dealing with a lot of skeptical people, they want to have all this proof that trading works and that you're making money and stuff like that. I think all of us deal with it. I deal with it. You know, I just had a guy over the weekend when he was asking me questions, extremely skeptical. And here's what I found that's kind of interesting. And it's not always that the fruit and the money doesn't define a person, but the guy was so skeptical and then proceeds to tell me he's got less than $50 in his bank account. And the whole point is that it was really more of a money issue for him. He just didn't have the money. You know, he didn't have the money. So he came up with all sorts of excuses and reasons as to why he couldn't get started. But it really came down to he had less than $50 in his bank account, yet he's attacking me and asking all these skeptical questions. I'm thinking, I'm spending my time answering this guy's question. Doesn't even have the 235 to get started. I could have saved myself 2 hours of time, right? And so it gave me the idea to train you on this subject today. I'm going to do a share screen with you guys, and it's titled Recruiting Skeptics, all right? Because a lot of you are dealing with skeptical people. These people might be closed-minded to anything that you share with them. And so be in a position where you guys can take notes. And this is going to be a very short call today because I have a simple way that I overcome dealing with the fence sitters, dealing with the skeptical people, and really how you can actually successfully bring on board skeptical people through asking the right questions. So sometimes skeptical people kind of have this look like the guy on the screen here. He's going, you know, but yet never went to school, never graduated, is broke-minded, broke financially, broke in every way. But for whatever reason, they're skeptical about what it is that you do. And so these are some ways that from stuff that I put together from personal experience, I'm going to share with you guys that's been successful to me. Do not try and convince, persuade, or hard close any skeptical person. Okay? You don't convince broke-minded people, skeptical people. You don't persuade them to get started with you because you'll bring them in and they'll go out the back door 30 days later. You don't hard close people. This is not regular sales, all right? We're not here to hard close people into our business. And the reason is because we're doing sponsorship, which means you have an obligation to work with somebody. So you don't want to just sell them our product and then we don't talk to them anymore. That's why I tell people, do not try and convince, persuade, or hard close these people. I'd rather just let them go. And so here's a question that I ask them. Is there anything holding you back from getting started with us? See, questions reveal caring. Questions are what a doctor asks in order to find what type of prescription that they may need to actually give to you, all right, to solve your problem. And so this question I asked, is there anything holding you back from getting started? This always reveals the truth in most situations. Yes, what's holding me back is I don't think I got the time. I don't think I got the money. right? I don't have the confidence that I can do this. I didn't do well in math. I saw the chart that looks like a heart monitor. This is not something that I can do because I don't see in looking at that chart that this is something I can do for myself. And so by asking that question, you're able typically to get the truth. And now sometimes you'll say, no, there's nothing holding me back. Okay, awesome. So you ready to get started right now making money? And then they're like, either yes or no. Okay, do you want to wait 6 months to start making money, or do you want to make money now? You're like, well, I want to make money now. Okay, awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to text my link to you, and I'm actually going to get you started in our group. We're going to help you start making money right away, teaching you what you need to do to be successful in doing this. So here's what I say. I'm going to build this with or without you. I'd love to do it with you. It's going to be big. Guys, people don't want to be left behind. It's almost that scarcity mentality or feeling as if they are going to be left behind because something is going to grow big, whether it's a stock, whether it's some kind of company to be a part of. They don't want to be left behind if they can see and feel the confidence that coming from you. Like, for example, if I had Roger call me, if I had Simon call me and they said, look, like, listen to this from the following. I'm working on something big. I thought of you. When can I get 20 minutes of your life? You know that used to be my approach to people. What's going on? So you just, you get straight to the point. Obviously, you want to build relationship and trust. You want to ask them how they're doing in life, what's going on with their family and their work life and things like that. But what I say is I'm in a hurry. I say I'm in a hurry. I'm off to a meeting. I'm working on something big. I thought of you. When can I get 20 minutes of your life? And see, so that's what you need to let people know is you're working on something big and that you're going to build it big with or without them. And that includes the trading side. We're crushing it right now, right? So we're crushing it right now. And we would like to be able to crush it with you. I'd love to build this thing with you, even if they don't want to build a business. They want to trade. We're pressing buttons and we're making more money than people make on their job, right? And so you need to let them know that fear of loss. I'm going to build this with or without you. I'd love to do it with you. This thing is going to be big. It's going to be massive. We have 250,000 people in over 100 countries doing this right now. Okay, we're building all over the globe. So that fear of missing out, you definitely want to have that as part of talking to somebody. And the reason why I say this is you want to stay postured. You stay in control. You have to get to the point, guys, where you almost don't care if they get started. And that's a great takeaway. I've enrolled nearly 800 personals in this company, and I can tell you at this point, whether they get started or not, it doesn't bother me, okay? In fact, I just sent my link 20 minutes before this call to a guy. They said, well, how much does it cost? He saw the video, and I asked him, are you ready to get started right now making money? And he said, yes. What do I need to do? I sent him my link, and what I said is, if you are serious, you'll get started. If not, and you're curious, you won't. He responded, I'll get started. Okay? You stay postured. Now, you may say, well, Brandon, that's easy for you to say when you've enrolled so many people. Guess what? When you've enrolled no one, you got to act like you've enrolled 500. How do you think you get to chairman if you don't think like a chairman? How do you think that you get a six-figure trading account if you don't see it in your mind's eye? You got to stay postured. You have to protect your own mind. You have personally enrolled 500 people. Remember, you stay in control. You're on the offense. They need what we have. You don't need them. They need what we have. And that's why I say you stay postured up. You may need to focus on the product, not the opportunity. Here's why I say this, and I have a whole nother training for this one. That's how I coach people. But you got to focus on the product, not the opportunity. Why? Because most people, they just want to trade. All right? They don't want to build a business, and that's okay. And so by focusing on, hey, we have found a way where from our phone and computer, we can make a massive amount of money in the largest financial market in the world. And guess what? You don't need to recruit anybody. The service by itself can make you money. A lot of people have never been part of anything like that. They've had to go and sell products and services and health and wellness products to make money. They don't want to sell their friends overpriced stuff. So for here, we could say, look, we're trading the largest financial market in the world. We can make money from it. Don't need to recruit anybody. And that's why my focus with most people is the service itself, because I know it caters to masses. Every time I talk to people, I'm going to focus on the masses. What will the 95% accept? What they'll accept is that they can press buttons and make money. Why? That's simple. Now, it doesn't mean it's easy, but it is simple. But I don't waste time. You move on. You do not want to waste your time dealing with skeptical people. You move on. There's 8 billion people on the earth. All I need is 3 good ones. And so I look at it like, look, I'm willing to sift and sort through all the people that are skeptical, which is a lot of people. Let's be real. Most people are skeptical in life. Accept it as a fact. It is what it is. That's okay. I'm looking for the winners. I'm not going to sit and try and convince people all the time. In fact, let me show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something. I posted this yesterday. I'll do a share screen with you. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I think it's important for you to understand something here. Here we go. I posted it yesterday on my Facebook timeline. Here we go. Let me do a share screen with you guys. A lot of you spend time arguing with people. Wasted time. I posted this yesterday. I'm at the stage in my life where I keep myself out of arguments. Even if you tell me 1 + 1 = 5, you're absolutely correct. Enjoy, right? Well, here's another thing that I posted. Let me bring this up for you guys. Argue with a person who has renounced the use of reason is like administering medicine to the dead. So you need to realize that we have more people who are spending more time arguing with people, trying to convince, even persuade people to get started with us, that it drains all of their energy from trading and building. Move on. Move to the next person. Remember, you say less to more people. You move on. You quickly need to get to the next person, because the time you spent 3 hours arguing with somebody and they don't get started, you're so angry and upset by it and so drained, even becoming depressed, that you don't even talk to the next person. You're so down, so angry. I should have said this. I should have said, man, I'm going to fire away this text at him. I'm going to put him in his place. Well, you can put him in his place. They're not going to join. Stop putting people in their place and start sorting for the people that are hungry, because those are the people that we are looking for. And with that, Roger, I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to you. I hope that this has been some helpful information. Like I said, a quick training for you guys. But a lot of you are dealing with skeptical people. So hopefully some of the things I shared with you guys today will make a difference.
Brandon, that was perfect timing. I couldn't have asked for better if I'd specifically asked you what to do, because right now, as a team, the things that we're putting together are starting to generate inquiries. We're starting to generate prospects. And I'm seeing comments in the groups every single day now from people who are saying, people are ignoring me, or people are saying stupid things, and I'm getting negative comments. And don't get hung up about it. There are billions of people out there. Facebook has 2 billion people on it. We do not have to sponsor every single person that we speak to. Just as Brandon said, just go out and sort out the people who want to join us, and don't worry about the people who don't. There's more than enough to go around. You know, there's no point stressing yourself out about this, because the more you worry about it, the more you freak out about it, the more negative a frame of mind you put yourself into, and it comes across when you talk to the next person, because you get all tense and uppity about it. There's no need for it. Just get on and do it. So Brandon, timing was absolutely perfect. Thank you. Couldn't have asked for better.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I came up with this training actually over the weekend, and it was based upon a guy who kept messaging me back and forth. I said, you know what, this is a subject that needs to be covered, because at the end I found out he had less than 50 bucks in his bank account. That doesn't make him a bad person, but what it revealed to me was, whoa, I'm talking to a guy who's not only skeptical, he doesn't even have the money to get started. So I could have saved myself a lot of pain by asking one simple question. Do you even have the money to get started if you wanted to get started? Now, sometimes they lie and they say yes, but boy, that could have saved me a lot of time right there.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, the best question for me was, Is there anything from holding you back to get started?
Yep.
I mean, if they turn around and say no to that, then they cannot logically say no to, okay, let's get going. And if
Yep.
they do say no, as Brandon said, at least you get a real reason that you can address. And if the real reason is a stupid reason, you know you can move on. But really,
Well, and one of the things, Roger, that people need to understand too is the quicker this happens with failure as well. The quicker that you can bounce back from conversations with people, meaning recovery time, getting over it and moving on, the quicker you guys will get to success. I'm one of those people where, like anyone else, I get knocked down and I get down as well. There's certain days where it's like, dang, but the difference between me and so many people is, man, I get up. Like in boxing, you get to the 9 count, and if it hits 10, you're done. But if it goes to the 9 count, I actually get up at 3. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and I'm up. So recovery time of kind of getting over it and getting through it is really important for you guys as far as having success and being able to quickly move on to the next open-minded individual.
absolutely. I mean, Simon and I are having this conversation, but literally over the weekend, we were having exactly the same conversation, talking about people who Simon gets that say stupid things to Simon, who I get, who all of you get. We all get them. But just, so what? We just move on. We do not have to play the convincing game. This is about, we have something phenomenal. And if someone turns around and tells you it's a scam, okay, they think it's a scam, that's great. You know better, I know better, let's move on and find somebody else. That's all it is. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, because like I was saying yesterday on Facebook, I mean, back in the day, I used to kind of enjoy a good argument with somebody. I mean, if they said scam, I mean, I had all sorts of responses to that, and essentially stay broke, and so, and it never signed up a single person, not one. I beat them up about their job. I was beating them up left and right verbally with all the responses I had. And what I realized was, okay, so I actually made myself upset, and they didn't sign up. So they actually hurt my mojo for the rest of the day. And I'll tell you what, I told 5 people down the street how much that guy pissed me off that day. I told 5 people, and I could have signed up a person in that time that I told those 5 people how much that guy pissed me off that day, right? So it's like I said, you know what? If these people feel that you think it's a scam, fine, whatever, and I'm not going to sit there and tell them that their job's a scam and that they bought into the scam and the schooling system's a scam and all those. They never say, you know what, man, out of pride and ego and arrogance, you know what, man, you're right. Why don't you just go ahead and send me your link and I'm going to get signed up today? I mean, you put me in my place. I'm ready to get started. When's that ever happened to you? 0. Okay. So you move on.
Absolutely. And you move on quicker and you just don't waste time. Simon, I can see you smiling. You've unmuted yourself. I know you've got stuff to say on this one.
I'm not smiling. I'm absolutely laughing my rocks off.
You just get me.
Because I tell you now, going back, must have been about 23, 24 years ago, people used to say, oh, that's a scam. And I used to turn around and say to them in all seriousness, I said, listen, it is. We're going to get 5 years in prison, but we're going to make 10 million. Let's go. And I tell you what, I used to have so much fun with it. And it's like, if you're not having fun, you ain't doing it right. And I just really, rather than just grab people by the throat, just turn around and agree with them. Yeah, it's a scam. Yeah, we're going to do time. We're going to do about 5 years, but we're going to make 10 million. Let's get going. The sooner we get going, the quicker we make the money. Guys, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, if you don't have a laugh with what you're doing, you ain't doing it right. You're really not doing it right.
So like we said, we've labored it. We've got the point across. We don't have to convince anybody. Guys, tomorrow night we have a special call for you. Over the weekend, Simon and I have spent hours and hours with Ollie going through Diva, top to bottom. Diva is working really, really well. Diva's doing better than we thought it was going to do right now. And there are some things we've got to iron out with you guys, and we're going to cover them all tomorrow. There's some things that you really, really need to know, but there are some surprises for you as well. We've got some gems in store for tomorrow night, and I will tell you now, the guys who are on the call tomorrow night are the ones who will make the most money the fastest. So tomorrow night is an essential call. We're going to be here at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. I'll put the link up shortly. You need to get all of your people on the call, because tomorrow night is going to change your business completely. We've got a special guest coming on who's going to help us as well. We're going to reshape exactly how you're taking everything. The stuff that Brandon has given us today just ties in so perfectly with what we had to say. But tomorrow night is going to be critical. Leads are starting to come through quicker. You may have noticed right now they're cycling quicker, and we're still not going full bore yet. So as soon as we turn the heat on, then you're going to be coming through really, really thick and fast. But we've got good results to show you as well. So lots and lots to do. That said, I'm not going to talk for the sake of talking. Simon, have you got anything you want to add?
Before you finish,
yeah.
Anybody that's watching the recording, you're having breakfast and you're watching the recording, make sure you do yourself a favor. Phone any team members that might not have seen this recording, might not know what's going on. Get them on the Zoom tomorrow night. You will be shocked and you will be excited about what's going to come out. Guys, I know you hear us say it all the time. Yeah. I've heard it all before, but you will. This will be a game changer. And I mean a game changer. It's working out exactly as Roger and I wanted it to be originally. Guys, make sure not just you turn up and watch it, make sure anybody in your team watches it. And if you're just watching the replay of tonight's Zoom, guys, whenever you get it, be on the Zoom tomorrow night, which is, it might even be tonight, depending when you're watching this.
Tuesday night, 8 p.m.
Tuesday night. Yeah.
Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Right now, looking at this, we've got
33 people.
We've got 33 people on the call right now, which is a poor turnout, to be perfectly honest with you. But guys, you need to have, if you have a diva tomorrow, you need to be on that call. And if you're thinking of getting diva, you need to be on that call, because tomorrow is going to be a massive, massive turnaround for us all. See you all tomorrow night, guys. Speak to you soon. Bye, everybody. Let's just unmute this and let's let everybody unmute it. We're going to let everyone say goodbye. Where do I get to that? That's under there. Unmute everyone. Got to get into the habit of this. So goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.